Hey guys, what is up? I am going to be showing you today how I do my brows. If you want to learn how to do it, go ahead and keep watching. I already had filmed this and I was out of frame for half of it, so hopefully this time works. Again, I hope you guys enjoy it and we'll see you next time. Okay, so I'm going to first take you through how to kind of find the shape of your brow. Some people are missing like this part of their brow, like they've overplucked a little bit, or I kind of have like a bald spot on my arch, so I like to try and find my arch. And then sometimes you need like a little bit more of a tail. So I'm first going to show you how you kind of map out your brows. I'm going to go in with a brow pencil. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. I'm sure you've all seen this before. So I'm going to take the pencil end and I'm going to roll it up just so there's a little bit sticking out. And first I'm going to measure where my eyebrow should start. So you want to take your pencil and put it on the edge of your nose, where your nose comes out. Not the edge of your nostril, but this part of the edge of your nose. Then I'm going to take this and kind of come down and make a little tick mark. I don't know if you can see that right there, but then that maps out where the start of my brow should be. Now to find the arch, I'm going to take the pencil and lay it on the bottom of my nostril, how it kind of angles. You want to angle it with your nostril, and it's going to go through your pupil. And you're going to mark where that should be. I don't know, it didn't mark. Alright, and then for the tail, you're going to take it on the bottom of your nostril and it's going to line up with the edge of your eye. So just like that. And you want to make another little tick mark with your pencil. And you want to do it pretty lightly. As you can see, I have them on here, but I can always take them off with concealer, but that's going to help you map out where your brow should be if you are kind of missing any parts of your brow or you're not sure exactly where to start. Alright, so now that we're nice and zoomed in, I'm going to show you how I fill in my brows. So I'm going to take my brow pencil and I'm going to start by making a line from where my eyebrow should begin to the bottom point of the arch. And for this you want to do really light strokes. You want the inside of your brow to be really light and then you can go darker towards the tail. This is going to create a gradient. If you have just a whole dark eyebrow, it's going to look really weird and stamped on. So again, you want to start off really lightly, just creating that line. And as you can see, my eyebrow kind of goes in. I like to make that more straight. I'm missing a few brow hairs in there, so I just like to fill that in. Alright, so now that we've got that line mapped out, I'm going to go in and just make a line from the point of my arch down to where my tail should be. And like I said, you can go a little bit darker once you're out on the tail, so you're going to apply a little bit more pressure to your brush. Alright, now that we've got the bottom mapped out, we're going to go ahead and do the top. I take the spoolie on the other end of my pencil, and I'm just going to brush my brow hairs down. Alright, and then I'm going to start at the top and just trace out that shape. And again, you want to be really light-handed towards the inner part, and then you can go a little bit darker on the outside. And I like to create a little bit more of an arch. I don't have much of an arch there, so I like to create more of an arch. Alright, now you can see I have the shape of my brow mapped out. Now I'm going to take my spoolie and just brush my brow hairs back into place. If you don't brush your brow hairs back, you're probably going to fill your brow in too much, so be sure to brush your brow hairs back to where they are. Now I'm going to start at the inner corner. I'm actually going to brush out this little mark that we made earlier because I don't need it. So I'm just going to blend it out with my spoolie. And don't worry if you have stuff up here, you can see it on my face. We're going to take concealer and just clean that up later. Alright, now for in here, for the inner corner, I just like to do light flicking motions upward just to create a few little hair-like strokes. And again, I'm pressing very, very lightly. Now I'm going to do the outer corner and the arch. When I do these strokes, you want to be sure to lay down your brush and then kind of flick it out, because that's going to create a hair-like stroke. Alright, now I'm going to just brush through it again. And if there's any empty spots, like on camera, it looks like there's a little empty spot right there. Just go ahead and fill those in. Alright, that looks pretty good. As you can see, it got a little messy up here. If you're just starting out, don't worry, concealer is going to be your best friend, or you can even use your foundation, but concealer or foundation is just going to help you clean up any mistakes you make. Now for cleaning up the brow, I'm just going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on a Crown, I think it's C469 Precision Concealer Brush. As you can see, it's really dirty right now, but it's just a flat brush. I'm going to take just the tiniest bit on my brush, and I'm going to clean up first underneath. And then that little tick mark I made, I'm just going to rub that out with concealer. Now I'm going to take just a little bit more concealer and take it on the top of the brow. I'm just going to carve it out just to make sure it's really clean. And you don't necessarily have to do this step. I just find that it helps my brow look a lot cleaner because sometimes I'll be a little messy with my brows. Alright, and as you can see, that is one brow finished. The next step is going in with a brow gel. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia brow gel. It's just a clear brow gel. This is going to help your brows stay in place all day. And I'm just going to comb it through the front. And now the end. Alright, there's one brow complete. Alright, I'm going to do the other brow. I do the same thing for the other brow, and then I'll get back on here and show you what it looks like with both my brows done. So here are my finished brows, and I did forget to mention one thing. The spoolie on the other end of your brow pencil is going to help so much. If you do end up getting it too dark in your inner corner, you're just going to take that and brush it through to blend it out. And the first thing I talked about where you map out your brows, you don't have to do that every time. I definitely don't do that to my brows every time. It just is a good starting point for those of you who aren't quite sure where to start or how to start your brows. That's just a really good mapping guide. One last thing to remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. They don't need to look exactly the same. Alright, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!